suckers macking, Mike, and making men of them. Tears and fears for my peers, they risen. You think that it is, if not it isn't. Race for the border, my daughter, cause beats are banging out. Cheeks rocking beats in the streets and it's time for hanging out. Gather, or rather form a circle around out loud. Just cause brothers or others could never ever rock a crowd. Is it because he's running off with the mouth? Or was he really clearly trying to play it out? No, shut him down, the king with the crown. Cause all you wanna be is Dickie down. Come on.
To the downtown studios of Cranford, New Jersey. You're here at the Commissioner's Cove. Alongside of me is my man, my Ace Boku, the 13th Legion. I am the Commissioner, Ricky Let Me Down, where we come together to talk about our league, the Veterans of Fantasy Football 2024, and the recap of week numero 4. All right, let's get to it. So you guys sit back, relax, drink a little cafecito, smoke your little cigar, drink a little bourbon or your whiskey while you're listening to two distinguished gentlemen talk about fantasy football, which we enjoy to do. How are you, sir? Thank you for coming down for the Commissioner's Cove to talk about the recap of week number 4. We couldn't get together for week number 3 because of our conflicting schedules. You were out somewhere. Yeah. I was somewhere. You and I took a flight out to Arizona.
It was tough. Trying to get some sponsors for our other project.
100%. But we're here. We're here at week number 4 for our recap. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. All right. So let's talk about.
Let's overall.
Yes. What is the overall record so far?
Okay. So last week, I went 3-3, and you went 4-2 in our picks.
Wow. What's overall?
Overall, now I am 12-6, and you are 11-7.
Ooh,
we're neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Yes.
All right, better than last year, which you obviously dominated me. All right, but this year, let's do this. Game number 1, we're gonna talk about Leathernecks and Son of L. Wow, Leathernecks is 3-1. Can you believe this? Can you believe Leathernecks 3-1? Won this game 142-138. It was a very close game. Pretty much the closest, I think, is the nail biter of the week this week. Led by Mr. Jaden Reed. That man is pretty special right there with Jordan Love back. He's doing very, very well. His running backs did well. David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, Jalen Hurts did well. Pretty much his whole team did well, but Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is really sticking up the joint right now. He might have to turn around and put somebody else in there. Maybe Rashid Shaheed, which he has players on the bench. They're going to do well for him. Hopefully they don't do well against me or yourself. But you know what? It is what it is. He's got a good tight end. He's got a pretty good defense in there as well. Put the Raiders against Cleveland because Cleveland stinks. And then the champ, Son of L.
Son of L, unfortunately, lost Rashid Rice. That was probably the difference maker in this game. He probably would have won. But Derrick Henry, amazing.
Blew up. Derrick Henry blew up. Josh Jacobs is a mediocre game with 11 points. Jerome Ford is a serviceable back.
They did what they had to do.
Yeah. And Amari Cooper's not really playing well up to Amari Cooper's name. But you know what? I noticed that Amari Cooper really doesn't do well at the beginning of the year. He usually comes off at the end of the year when it counts. That's what's been usually happening with Amari Well-Dressed Cooper. 29 points for the San Francisco 49ers, which he did very well. And then he got that Tyson Hill, who stole some touchdowns away from Alvin Kamara last week, which I wasn't too happy about until he got hurt and got taken out the game. Please don't do that again.
Yes, I know, but that's karma because he got hurt in this game. That's for taking the touches away from
exactly.
From Kamara,
don't do that. All right, Son of L is 1-3. The champ is 1-3. Leathernecks 3-1. Let me tell you something. You start getting to that 1-4 round, 1-5 round. It's a big hill to climb.
Yeah, it's panic time.
It's panic.
When you one more loss, I think it's panic time.
But you know what? Nobody cares, champ. Nobody cares.
2-time champ. No one cares.
No one cares. You're gonna have to take your licks. You won your 2. You only goes your last victory.
Start getting the posters ready for the belt.
All right, that's right. That's a good one. All right, next game on the docket is Devil Dog versus Show Me Your Teeth. Whoa! I didn't even realize this one right here, believe it or not.
Yeah, we both took an L on this one last week.
We sure did.
We didn't think Devil Dogs had enough firepower.
Devil Dog came back, 2-2 record beat. Show Me Your Titties. And Show Me Your Titties has has a fantastic team because of all the picks he picked. Travis Kelce finally came back.
He had, 50 picks in the first round?
54. Yeah. But who's counting? Jalen Waddle is hurting him, but you know what? He's got Devontae Smith on the bench. He's going to be coming back. Xavier Legette, he got one. He's got Xavier Legette.
This is part of our free advice that we give. I remember on draft day, he was like, I don't know who else to take. Stupid me, Xavier Legette.
I know. But you know what? He finally came back. It's not like he had a great couple of weeks, and he still has tanked down Devontae Smith, which he'll put into the game once Jalen Waddle, once Devontae Smith is healthy, he'll put him over Jalen until they get Tua back. But that being said, Jared Goff scored 30 points. Chuba Hubbard is looking good. Emmanuel Wilson is, Godwin did well. Nico, he's got the number one wide receiver in the game. Nico Collins playing.
Yeah, well, Devil Dog really benefited on that Monday night game.
He sure did.
I mean, he had Jameson Williams in there, and Goff had 30 points. So, hey, listen, that propelled him right there.
Yep. But he's a little lacking on his running back depth, and he's going to have to make a move on. But, hey, it doesn't matter. You won the game 2-2, and show me your titties at 3-1.
Now there are no longer any undefeated teams.
Nope.
Everyone can, put the champagne back in the refrigerator.
Put it back in.
Yeah.
All right. Next game, Buff Fumble 1-3. Crystal Blue Persuasion 2-2. Buff Fumble, he's having an all-around horrible fantasy year.
Again, 137
That's
points.
A lot.
He needed this win.
Yes, he did. Good for him. Crystal Blue's 2-2, 98 wins. I'm not used to seeing Crystal Blue not even score 100 points because he's a fantastic player. But then again, there it is again. Bijan Robinson. Bijan's he's an RB3 right now. He's a flex player. You know, if you have
he had a lot of disappointment in there.
Well, he loves Zay Flowers. He loves it, but Zay Flowers is not Zay. One reception, but they didn't need him, but whatever. Brock Bowers, he has in there. Horrible.
2 catches, 19
Ramondre
yards.
Stevenson, horrible. And then the bench, who's got Chase Brown? He's got a guy to put in. He's got Ladd McConkey.
Listen, he's got a solid team.
He's got some good players.
He's got options.
But so does Buff Fumble. Buff Fumble finally won a game. Zach Morris, Alvin Kamara did well. Sam Darnold, can you believe that he put in Sam Darnold? Big Jet fan right there, Buff Fumble, and he's got to go with Sam Darnold. That must hurt.
Well, I'm sure he's happy that he has Alvin Kamara in there. He has a good game like he's had all year, and he finally gets a win too when he has it.
But he has Michael Pittman on the bench, so he might start him next week. It might look good for him, and Pat Freiermuth in there because his tight end position is Sam Laporta. I guarantee he sits Sam Laporta next week. But
see, Buff Fumble's a team that's a perfect example of, hey, I'm 1-3, but you know what? I have a good team. There's a chance for me to come back.
100%. Buff Fumble, you're not out of it.
Last year, if you remember, Commish, there were 7-7 teams that made the playoffs
and won the championship.
That's right.
All right, let's move on. Whoo.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about this one
here?
My
brother's not happy.
Well, your brother right there.
And let me tell you something. If we had our old rules in place, we might be talking about trading some draft picks right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so the guy who was worrying about all the draft picks is 1-3. Jared Allen, 6 points. Devin Singletary, 4. Jonathan Taylor, who's hurt, by the way. Achan's not performed. Brandon Ayuk's not performed. Mario Harrison Jr., like the kid, 15 points, should be getting more points. His tight end position is hurting. Let me look at his bench. Brian Thomas Jr., he's going to play him next week. He's looking good. And let me tell you, if Shakir, his ankle is out, Keon Coleman goes up a little bit. And he has a pretty good defense. But you know what? He picked the wrong defense.
Yes, he picked the wrong defense.
And let me tell you, Von Miller's out right now. They suspended him. So you're going to be, you got to think about the Buffalo Bills.
Well, here's another problem. You have to do something with the tight end market. You just can't keep going with Aiken. You cannot be stubborn and not even make a trade.
He won't make a trade.
Offer a trade and keep going with Aikens every week, thinking that that's going to be your answer.
He won't make a trade. It is what it is.
Josh Allen had a down week. Look what happens.
Yeah, well, nobody cares. He's 1-3. So just my luck, 2-2. Beat him 106-74. They don't even break 80 points. That's horrible. Jordan Love is back for him, 33 points. Rashad White with 9. Blow. James Cook with 4. He's got some pretty stuff. Justin Jefferson, Jamal Chase.
If Just My Luck's team was going to have a bad game, he picked a good week to do it.
And he put DeAndre Swift on the bench, so he's got some good receivers right here. Look, he's got George Pickens on the bench, and he got Xavier Worthy. He's got a pretty decent team that might start winning games back-to-back weeks, and we'll see what happens with Just My Luck. 2-2. Raider Nation, you got to come back. You got to come back, Raider Nation. 1-3. With 35 billion first-round picks, I'm expecting you to do much better than that. But we talked about that during draft night. We said, it doesn't matter how many picks you have. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
And I told him, and I told you that.
It's the quality of
the
picks.
Quality. It's the waiver wire that wins you your championships and the trades that you make, which you do not want to do. All right. Let's move on from Radiation. We're done talking about him. Am I the last? No, 13th Legion. 13th Legion. Woo! Dirty Legion 3-1 versus El Nino. Beat them 140 to 108 both. This was a heavyweight battle right here. This was body blow to body blow.
There were two undefeated teams this past week, and they were both taken out.
Yes, they were. Let me tell you something. This was a heavyweight match right here. Dirty Legion 3-1 right now. He was 3 I believe you were 2-1. Correct?
That was 2-1.
2-1.
Yes.
He was 2-1.
No,
he was 3-0.
He was 3-0.
All right, he was 3-0. So Patrick Mahomes, we talked about Patrick Mahomes off the air. You know, he is not. He's performing at quarterback like 3 numbers, believe it or not.
Yeah.
He is not performing whatsoever. But you got a nice little bench there. Bucky Irvin, you could start there. You guys just, you know what? They perform well. Breece Hall, you're a little nervous about. It's only 1 bad game, only 10 rushes against the Denver's defense, which isn't that bad. And then Jordan Mason's your stud. Amon Ra did well. Drake London did well. Malik Neighbors is a stud. Kincaid, you want more from Kincaid?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get more from Kincaid this year as long as he keeps splitting with Dawson Knox.
Yeah, but they don't even look Dawson Knox away. And then Young Ho Koo, 20 points. Your kicker gave you 20. God bless you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Someone said he's done for the year. He's no good.
I was wrong.
Drop him.
I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. Mr. Koo was wrong.
Let's see. This is October 1st.
I was wrong.
Commissioner admits that he was wrong.
Yes, cool. So I was wrong. Sometimes we can make a mistake. Sometimes
Yeah.
the sun shines on a dog's ass sometimes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
sometimes you eat the bear and sometimes the bear eats you.
100%. El Nino with Aaron Rodgers, James Cook is okay. J.K. Dobbins, Mr. Darling that you drafted for the first 3 weeks, looking fantastic. You should have sold him high. Now you won't get a bag of peanuts right now for him. Right now, you know, Stephon Diggs 17, Metcalf only 15, he had a little fumble, 7-104. Terry McLaurin, I like Terry McLaurin. Ferguson looks good, and then we'll see what happens. And then your kicker, -1 point. That's a tough one right there.
Yeah, you should know.
How you doing? All right, the final game on the docket here is.
Yeah, how'd you pull this one out?
Hey, listen. It is what it is. I won 113.
I think I did pick you, but still.
113, 111 right here. Mr. Kyle Murray, Cam Akers. It was horrible. I lost Isaiah Pacheco for a long time.
This was exactly the way my team panned out here. My quarterback underperformed. One of my running backs underperformed. But your wide receivers carried you.
They sure did. Mr. CeeDee Lamb and Mr. Deontay Johnson and Shakir only 10. My defense against my Dolphins, 15 points. And my kicker, 1 point. Horrible. My tight end, 6. Terrible. And then Brian Robinson's been he's been sunshine.
Yes.
When there's been a lot of rain.
Listen, good for him. He had an unfortunate beginning to his career last year. He got involved in that shooting, you know, and he made a full recovery. And look, everyone knew, or at least some people knew, that he had this potential in him, and he's showing it this year.
Sure enough. Kenny Walker, 33 points. He's a stud. Justice Hill had a great game. You know, he had 6 receptions, 78 yards with a touchdown. You know, they're playing the Bills. They were up a lot, so they utilized him more. 6 receptions is fantastic for him with 20 points. Debo's now coming around. DJ Moore is really underperforming because we talked about with Keenan Allen being in the game. He's not getting the ball at all. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, it was, you know, they're good defense. It's just they just didn't perform. And there it is. He sacked Kyle Pitts.
He
Finally
did.
Listen to us.
He sacked Kyle Pitts and gained a whole 1 point for it. Unfortunately, his tight end position on his team looks pretty bad.
And then my bench: Kareem Hunt, Javonte Williams, Trey Benson, Christian Watson, who's hurt, and then Trey McBride, who's still out in concussion.
You're gonna have to have a tough decision going forward, there, Commissioner.
With what?
Your quarterback start.
Oh, I'm going with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
100%. All right, let's talk about the picks for next week.
Yep.
Week number 5. All right, we'll go to Leathernecks versus Devil Dog. The Battle of the Marine Corps.
A real close game, but you know what? Right now, Devil Dog has a lot of guys on bye.
So does Leathernecks.
So does Leathernecks. I don't know who they're going to put in. We're going to have to see for the waiver wire. He does have Burrow, and you know, Leathernecks has been putting the 2 running backs from Detroit. Not a bad move, but now they're both on a bye.
But that's all right. He gets him out. He gets it out of the way.
After that, he gets it out of the way, right? But right now, he's going to have to stitch things together. So Madison and Gibson, definitely see them being put right in.
I got Leathernecks winning this game.
Let's see here. What do I have here? I have Devil Dog winning.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I think I made a mistake, but we'll see.
All right.
With you, Devil Dog.
All right, Devil Dog.
Well, they're actually both Devil Dogs.
All right, let's do it. The champ versus El Nino. El Nino coming in and 1-3-1. The son of let me tell you, the champ needs a victory badly right now. He gets another loss. It's gonna be 1-4. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be an uphill battle. It's gonna be tough to be climbing out of the basement that you were in last year. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I have let me look here.
He's going to play. El Nino's going to probably put Rico Dardell in there.
Yes, he is. I gotta go with El Nino.
I am too. Unfortunately, champ, I don't think this is it.
Champ.
How many weeks in a row can Lamar and King Henry carry this?
Yeah.
Derrick Henry can have 3 games of rushing almost for 200 yards.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the time's going to run out on this one. I'm picking El Nino, and so is the commissioner.
Yes, I am. Let's go to Raider Nation and Crystal Blue Persuasion.
This is a big game
Wow.
for Raider Nation.
Raider Nation. Who do you have here? Oh, Singletary's going to go in. Argier, if this guy doesn't start. Let me see who I have here. A-Chan, Horrendous. I got Raider Nation win this game.
I do too.
Raider, I got you, Raider.
I think that his guys are going to have
Raider.
a big game. Josh Allen's definitely going to come out of that Schneider.
I think Raider Nation wins this game right here.
Yes,
sir.
Raider Nation also.
I got Raider Nation. All right, and then we have the Family Curse versus Just My Luck right here. Ooh,
yes.
1-3 and 2-2. Let's see who we got here.
Listen, Family Curse has got some overperforming players right now, and I think it keeps up.
I'm going Just My Luck.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Who you have?
I'm going with Family Curse.
All right, let's go. Just My Luck. Let's do it. And then we go to your game. I'll go to mine last. Obviously, you got you some you at 3-1. And then we look at Buff Fumble. Oof. Buff Fumble. Fire mode. Come on.
You already know where I'm going. I'm going with me.
I got to go with 13th Legion right here, bro.
Now that hurts.
I got to go with 13th Legion. Wow, this one here, Show Me a T is he's only by 1 point beating me?
I know. There's a lot of close games this week.
Wow. I'm going with me.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Where do I have you here?
I want to take Show Me Your T's to 3-2 and bring in my record to 3-2 as well.
Yes, unfortunately, I also have you. It hurts me to say. And listen, him not having Saquon, I think, is the biggest factor.
And Travis Etienne is underperforming. And Waddle.
Correct, right. And Waddle is too. Now I know Devontae's not playing. Trey Tucker's going to be guy. Is he going to have another week like he did last week?
Trey Tucker?
I don't think so.
Oh, I think he will. I think he'll be okay. I think against Denver's defense, I don't know about with that.
Denver's got some good
secondary. They got some good secondary. So I got me some meat.
Yeah. Thank God, that you're rolling hot right now, and Jaden Daniels is rolling there. You'll probably get a defense on the waiver wire, which just expand your lead and probably put you in there. But hey, well, that's it.
Let me say something right now.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. I'm just saying. The top bench position, Leatherneck leads all top scorers with 142. All right.
Well, that was this past week.
Yeah, right, 100%. And that's what we have for this week. You know what? That's all I have for week number 4's recap of Veterans of Fantasy Football Wars. Good luck to you guys on your games this week for week number 5. We'll see what happens. It's coming up quick. Remember, there's a game on Thursday night, and there's a game on Sunday morning. Do not forget to set your lineups. They're playing overseas.
Yes.
Okay, so please.
Minnesota and the Jets.
That's right. 9 o'clock game in the morning. So please set your lineups. Don't forget. Please don't forget. And thank you for coming out to Commissioner's Codes. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time. You guys be safe. Good luck unless you're playing the co-commissioner or myself. Take care. Bye.
Good night.